So for the beans and greens soup, we will start with a large soup pot. I'm just going to use this one, although I do have a soup pot, but I want to see if I can make it fit in this one. And we're going to put one onion chopped. And we will add 1/4 cup of the vegetable broth. We will also add 1 stalk of celery chopped, which is about 1/3 of a cup. And we will add 1 carrot chopped. It doesn't say if it's small or medium or large. This is a medium carrot chopped. Okay. We need to cook this for about 5 minutes. So, it says to stir occasionally. So, I want to show you again, I'm sure that you've heard this enough times, but how easy it is to cook with no oil. The onions are releasing their own sugars and juice, and the celery as well, and the carrot. And of course we had the 1/4 cup of vegetable broth, but of course you do have to have a very good non-stick pan or it's not going to work. Or it's not going to work very well, or you might have to use more water or more broth. But having a good non-stick pan is really a must for us who cook with no oil. So I just want to mention how fun it has been to, read this book with you, The Healthiest Diet on the Planet. And that I'm excited to start the new book, The Cheese Trap. I think it's going to be very, very good. You're going to love it. You're going to learn so much. I hope that you will come. Not only that, but you will invite people. So this is a good way to say, hey, I'm in a book club that is fun and it's online, and this funny guy who's a pianist and also a chef, we're gonna be reading this book. I don't know, just make up something, but just saying that taking the attention away from you helps when you want to share this information with other people. So it's not you who's giving them the information, is an expert, because of course anybody else other than you is going to be an expert. And it happens to me, even though I'm known for all this, the people who know me, it's just me. It's their friend, or it's their son, or it's their, uncle, or it's their dad, or whatever. And so it's easier if someone else is sharing the information. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. So now let's go back to the book and read what's the next step. All right, the next step is to add the 1 teaspoon of minced fresh garlic and 1 tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce. Here's the garlic. and a tablespoon of the soy sauce. And 4 cups of the vegetable broth we're going to put in there. It looks like I put a little more, but it's not. It's just that some of those cups were not totally full. It is smelling very good. So now it's asking for the dash of red pepper flakes, which I'm not going to put because this is going to be hot enough because I'm going to use hot sauce later. And it also needs the greens, which is 6 cups. Let's see, 6 cups of chopped greens. I used kale, but you could use a combination of kale and Swiss chard or I don't know, spinach, whatever, but it needs to be 6 cups. So the way I'm going to do this is 1 cup of these big, white beans and 1 cup of kidney beans. I'm sorry, it's 1.5 cups each, because it's asking for 1 can, but a can is 1.5 cups. So I measured it. Those are beans that I cooked myself. I like to cook them myself. 99.9% of the times I cook the beans in the Instant Pot. It's easy, convenient, because you can be doing other things around the house and they can be cooking on their own, and you know exactly what there is in them, which is beans and water, nothing else. And remember that you can cook big batches because you can freeze them. So that saves time and it saves a lot of money. These are very inexpensive when you buy them dry and you cook them. So that was 1.5 cups of kidney beans and 1.5 cups of white beans. It could be any kind. Now the other 1.5 cups of those white beans, I pureed them like Mary suggests to make the soup creamier. So that is the other 1.5 cups, and it is pureed. So now we need to lower the heat to low, medium, or medium low, and we're going to mix this very well. And the directions say to cook for about 10 minutes or until the greens are soft, especially the kale that tends to be a little bit tougher. So it says here about 10 minutes. So we're going to count the 10 minutes. And while those 10 minutes are going by, we will be starting with the salad. Let's see if I have missed anything here. Hold on. Let's look at the book. So whatever's left from the vegetable broth, you put it in there, and you will also put the wine vinegar and the black pepper to taste. So 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar. And here's where you would add the black pepper. Again, I'm going to leave the black pepper for later to add it on the food because I am going to be using some hot sauce to serve it. So I want you to see the beautiful colors here. So hold on while I close the camera. Very good. You can see the beautiful green and with all the beans and the carrot, the orange of the carrot, and it's just really colorful. So I'm going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. I'm going to put the lid on this. And let's move on now to the easy salad. So I am going to move this to the other burner here. And put the pan here to start with the salad. So the easy Mayan black beans takes 1.5 cups of black beans cooked, of course. So it's 1 can or 1.5 cups. Remember that 1 can is 1.5 cups. So we will put the black beans in the pan here. One cup of fresh salsa, and I must say proudly that I made this salsa myself. I'm getting really to the point where I like to make the salsa myself. And half a cup of green onions chopped. And 3/4 cup of corn. Also, this is a very colorful recipe. You have the dark black, the green from the green onions, and the yellow from the corn. It just makes it a very nice. I always say how beautiful this food that we eat, it's plant-based food it is. Not beautiful to not only for what it does to our health and to our bodies, but beautiful how it looks. You don't have blood, or you don't have veins, you don't have big blobs of saturated fat. I mean, it's just a beautiful to look at. It's delicious, and of course, it's health promoting. So we will need to bring this just to a gentle boil. It does need to cook for about 12 minutes. So while we wait for this to cook for about 12 minutes and the soup, which is almost done, I'm going to play for you a beautiful piece of music with my friend Leonardo Rojas, the violinist, and we will play for you a very famous piece of music that is called Meditation by Jules Massenet, a French composer. And this piece is an excerpt from one of his operas that is called Thais. And it's during these challenging times we're all living in. It's nice sometimes to just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, meditate on all the good things that we have, and listen to this music. So enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll have more music with Leonardo. And remember, let's see. Remember that every Tuesday we will be releasing a music video, and if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you will get a notice that we have uploaded, and I hope that you will pass it on to everybody you know so that I can get to at least my 20,000 subscribers. All right, excellent. So I want to show you what it looks like. This is really, I think it is done. By the way, this pan doesn't have a cover, so I was covering it with this one because it says to cover it. I'm going to turn off the heat, and here's the soup. So I'm going to put some in a bowl and try it and see how it came out. Hold on.